And
okay, I'm recording now. I just started the recording. So it's kind of hard to see you with the sunlight coming behind. So I'm going to go from this direction a little bit. But I'm talking with Dr. Rischke at the Rischke Spine Center. And this is about my surgery, what happened. I can actually see your reflection in the glass. So anyway, so what happened on, I'm going to look at this one. This is what happened on day 5.
it has, no, this is after the vertebroplasty.
This is after the vertebroplasty, but it has a good position of what happened.
I can show you the preoperative, just a moment.
Okay. So pre-op.
Pre-op.
He's selecting the pre-op. So this is the pre-op. What happened? Wow. So
you can. This is after the 5 days after the implantation. You can see the subsiding of the implant A4-5 into the vertebral body.
It's really sinking in there. Wow. And it's sinking in a little bit in this back corner
in the
too.
Posterior part, and this is the anterior.
Just a big one. So that's called subsidence, and that's due because I had osteopenia.
Yep.
I might have celiac disease, which causes malabsorption. I'm going to be getting some testing done, but I've been following a gluten-free diet. So what you did is a balloon kyphoplasty. So
yes, a balloon kyphoplastic in L5. I lifted the prosthesis
into here. So 2 balloons.
2 balloons.
Kyphoplasty.
I lifted prosthesis in the correct position and filled in the bone cement, hydroxyapatite bone cement, which are able to stabilize the prosthesis and the vertebral body, and providing an additionally complication. I did also a vertebroplasty in L4 to stiffen the cancellous bone, the spongious bone in L4, to support and to stiffen the vertebral body L4.
Okay, so it went from here, 2 needles into the back, both sides. You can inflate both balloons at the same time from the posterior. I got 4 little stitches on my back. Kind of very painful after this. I was pain-free the first 4 days. This, I woke up in that recovery room. Wow, I was like a 6 or 7. They gave me some good pain medicines. A lot more painful waking up after this than the bone pain was just crazy. But anyway, so he inflated this one and went from here to here. He was able to lift the implant back into place, and he also put additional, and then fill it with bone cement, and then additionally L4. The kit had 4 big needles, so he was able to strengthen this one. This one was actually at a 0.8 T-score, so not in the osteopenia range, but you went ahead and strengthened that as well. So what you've told me in the past is that if you know a patient has osteopenia or osteoporosis ahead of time, you can actually, instead of having to do this later, when you initially put the implants in and you've already got the patient open up, instead of going in through the back with needles to do that, you can just do it from the front. You do it from this side, anteriorly?
You can do,
Yeah, so you just go from anteriorly, put a little bone cement in when you put this. So if a patient has osteoporosis or osteopenia over here in Europe, you can do this. You could and do that. They don't do that in the U.S. The procedure, the balloon kyphoplasty procedure is available, and so is a kyphoplasty in the case of spinal fractures, but they don't combine it with implants. You can't get the FDA study for the active L. It specifically mentions in there, if your bone density score is less than your T-score is less than like a -1, you're not a candidate. You can't get it. That's what I found out after getting my T-score. I contacted Dr. Korick in Charlotte, North Carolina, who I initially saw. He wouldn't do an implant anymore. He was proposing a fusion. So that's when I said, hey, I'm going to Germany, or I ended up coming to Switzerland after doing all my research, but very important. So thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm glad to be walking in and out of, I've been living on the floor for 4 months, so thank you very much.